A very good evening, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And my name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. So this evening, we need to take a look on a leaked letter, which I have seen so far. And it's coming from Majara Jairos. And this leaked letter, it speaks about the firing of Monica Mutsvangwa. And it bears the signature of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. But here's a disclaimer. It has not yet been published by the authors, but we need to take a look onto that leaked letter so that we get to know what is next for Team Mutsvangwa. So at this point in time, a lot is happening in the politics of Zimbabwe, and at any point in time, we might see a move being made against the Mutsvangwas. So Christopher Mutsvangwa responded. We talked about this issue, and he complained about the arrest of his son. And we talked about this issue, I think, in the morning. And right now, then there is another issue of a letter which has started circulating at this point in time. So let us take a look onto this letter vividly so that we get to understand the politics is becoming messy. So Majara says, here is a draft emailed to me. Apparently, it came from George Charamba's office. The draft suggested that there is a plot to remove Monica Mutsvangwa from office. Monica Mutsvangwa recently said herself and her husband, Christopher Mutsvangwa, are not safe. This is what Majara Jaro said. And here is the letter right here on the screen. So let me try to see if it fits onto the screen. So that we can actually see or scrutinize it and see what it carries and what it bears. So the politics in Zimbabwe is turning nasty, and the politics in Zimbabwe is turning dirty. And it's a moment of madness, very interesting moments ahead. And sometimes, yes, we might not be happy with some things, but at a certain point in time, we have to celebrate. So let us scrutinize this letter and actually understand its contents. This is just a part of the letter which reads, despite our previous discussion and attempts to resolve issues around Monica Mutsvangwa's conduct and that of her husband, Comrade Christopher Mutsvangwa, I have been left with no option but to relieve her of her duties. I have therefore terminated Monica Mutsvangwa's service to the government with immediate effect. This is 12/05/2024. And a lot of people are asking who was actually addressed in this letter. In my own view, I believe that he wrote this letter to the Chief Secretary and Cabinet. And the Chief Secretary and Cabinet will then write his letter in his official capacity to effect this directive from President Emmerson Mnangagwa. So this has not been published yet, but this has been leaked according to Majara Jairos, and I've shown you the message from Majara Jairos above. This is the message from Majara Jairos right here, and this is the letter which he is talking about. So it's dated 12/05/2024, which means it's today. So let us explore the possibilities of Monica Mutsvangwa being fired anytime from now, because it's very important for us to do so. So point number one, if you go to what has been happening within ZANU-PF, you would understand that a lot is happening. And I'm going to take you through a lot of activities which are happening, which will prove to you that Monica Mutsvangwa is not safe. First and foremost, let us take a look on the first thing which happened. Monica Mutsvangwa was moved from the Ministry of Information and was moved to a useless ministry, the Ministry of Women Affairs. She is not influential from that ministry. And that is the first sacking which happened when this government started. She was removed from a very powerful ministry, was moved to another ministry. Then, secondly, Christopher Mutsvangwa was then fired as the minister. And removed from his portfolio as the Minister of War Veterans. That was another sign of further fallout with President Emmerson Mnangagwa and his team. Furthermore, Christopher Mutsvangwa, they imaged a bogus war veteran chairperson who then started to castigate Christopher Mutsvangwa from the offices of ZANU-PF. He did it publicly. ZANU-PF kept quiet and never condemned that bogus war veteran chairperson. So that was another move on the Mutsvangwas. Then let us get to the firing of the ZBC CEO. The ZBC CEO, the appointment of that CEO was influenced by Monica Mutsvangwa when she was the Minister of Information. So when she got removed from her job and her post, that was another sign of the cracks, and it signified the intents of the fights between the Mnangagwa and the Mutsvangwas, and that is very significant. Then we go to the issue of editors. Remember that editors are very important when you are shaping a narrative. We are getting into a period where messy politics is involved, and then the editors were then rotated and were removed. Others were. One of the key people who was given an editorial role and who deals with politics is Rangama Taire. He's a very influential in terms of writing propaganda. And that is the reason why he was given that role, that editorial role, which means every editor which Monica Mutsvangwa and Christopher Mutsvangwa had influenced in the past government, they were removed, which means they have been totally silenced, which means the Mafide dynasty is now in full control of, number one, the ZBC, that is television and radio. They are in full control of the propaganda there. Secondly, they're in full control of the print media, which is the ZBC. The Herald and its sister papers. So they've dealt with it with the incoming of new editors. And if you take a look onto these issues, then you add the arrest of Neville Mutsvangwa. This was a masterstroke. So the arrest of Neville Mutsvangwa then confirmed to the public that the fractions within the ZANU-PF party, the Mutsvangwas and the Mnangagwas, this has reached another level, a different level altogether. And then we have something very important. Monica Mutsvangwa was tabbed or was recorded, and that recording was published, but not in full, just a piece to show that Monica Mutsvangwa, there is a greatest possibility that she was being tracked, her calls, and she was bugged, which is a confirmation that they are not trusted. So during the beginning of this year, there were allegations that Christopher Mutsvangwa was planning to do a coup. And those allegations circulated widely. Before all these things started to manifest publicly, there were these allegations which were raised, and everybody simply ignored them. But right now, with what is happening, it shows that there is much intelligence against the Mutsvangwas. And the arrest of Neville Mutsvangwa then assimilated everything. What is of importance is that when Christopher Mutsvangwa responded, he didn't only respond, but he then cited very important things, and he blamed Varakashi, he blamed them for causing all these menaces and all these problems within ZANU-PF, which is a direct attack on the powers that be. So if you take a look at all those issues, Team Zimbabwe, and then you bring this letter to the table, then you can actually confirm that Monica Mutsvangwa's job is on the line. At this moment in time, any time from now, Monica Mutsvangwa is going to be fired. Any time from now, there is, in my own view, you are going to see the Chief Secretary in Cabinet, Dr. Rushkwaya, writing a letter to relieve Monica Mutsvangwa from her duties. And also, you are likely going to see ZANU-PF sacking Christopher Mutsvangwa because he is not keeping quiet. it seems as if he is actually trying by all means possible to fight back. So you see them being stripped of their positions. If Monica Mutsvangwa is fired, then Christopher Mutsvangwa will be fired. And this letter, which is right here onto the screen, is very critical, and it bears the signature of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. We will see by the end of today if a confirmation is going to be given. So far, this is a leaked letter which is directed to Dr. Martin Rushwaya, and we are going to see if Dr. Martin Rushwaya is going to issue a letter to sack Monica Mutsvangwa. So Shinge, the couple is no longer safe in ZANU-PF. Yes, I agree with you. The couple is no longer safe in ZANU-PF, but they are being hunted by the animal which they created. When they were celebrating the arrest of Job Sikala, everybody was happy within ZANU-PF. When they were celebrating the persecution of other people, they were happy. When they were calling Nelson Chamisa names, they were happy. Right now, it's backfiring. It's coming after them, and they are actually running around. But there is more to it. There is also some intelligence. I will not say much about that piece, but there is some intelligence that Christopher Mutsvangwa sold out the Mafidi dynasty. His conscience could allow him to let the country sink further with this dynasty, and that is the reason why he had to sell out. So that is the reason why he has been so targeted so much. So as for VP Chiwenga, I've seen a lot of people asking, what about VP Chiwenga? In my own view, I believe that VP Chiwenga was neutralized, and VP Chiwenga is not going to make a move at this point in time because Alana Diri. At this point in time, I don't see VP Chiwenga managing to do anything than just to watch and see, because it seems as if the factional fights are beyond him. And if you couple all this which is happening with the issues happening to the military and to the CIO, there is more to it. These people from the CIO, there is more to it than which meets the eye. So a lot is happening in Team Zimbabwe, and I don't want to take much of your time, but I just wanted to share with you this letter, which is circulating, and it has not been published officially, but the letter suggests that Monica Mutsvangwa has been fired. This is the suggestion. We're going to watch and see. We are going to wait for the confirmation from Dr. Martin Rushwaya. We want to see if Dr. Martin Rushwaya is going to confirm what is right here onto the screen. We'll see if he is going to confirm it. And once it is confirmed, then no, Zimbabwe, and it is going to be a long night. And everybody, you should brace up for change and should brace up for ukangona zvinhu zvatanga kudai so pane zvavakuitika. We are going to watch and see State materials, and we'll be giving you updates, and we'll be making sure that each and every update we talk about it. So let us conclude, Team Zimbabwe. This is a letter which is circulating, which was shared by Majaira Jairos, which suggests that Monica Mutsvangwa, secretary in cabinet, to fire Monica Mutsvangwa. And this has been said by Majaira Jairos right here. This is what he said. He said that he received he received an email from George Charamba's office. I do not know who actually sent this to Majaira Jairos, but there are a lot of people from within the system who are under Mnangagwa, which means the chances of this letter originating from there are very, very high. We'll watch and see if a confirmation is going to be given either tonight, tomorrow, or this coming week, and we'll be giving you updates about it. Thank you very much for coming. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.